Hi and welcome to Mio. My name is Alexandra and today we will crochet this beautiful two-tone bag together. If you've crocheted with us before, you probably recognize this pattern that's quite simple to make. The difference is that today we're using two colors and the two threads will go parallel to each other throughout the whole pattern, acting as one, creating this beautiful two-tone pattern. To make this pattern, you will need 2 rolls of Eco Mini, a 10mm crochet hook, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so here we have the 2 threads of my yarn, and they're going to stay next to each other for this entire pattern, acting as 1 thread even though they are 2. We're going to start with the first loop. There are many ways to make a slip knot, but this is one of them. I'm going to pull the yarn around my fingers, like so. Go under, pick up the yarn, and pull. And there we have a slip knot. I take my crochet hook through and tighten it. And now we're ready. It's time to crochet the chain, and the chain determines the length of the bottom of the bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our hook to go under the yarn, pick it up, and pull through the first loop. Again, we go under the yarn, pick it up and go through. Under the yarn, pick it up, pull through. We've made 1, 2, 3 loops. Keep making your chain stitches. For this bag, we're going to make 30 in total. I've made 20. And there we have our 30 stitches for the chain that will be the bottom of the bag. And now it's time to start crocheting row number 2. We're going to start crocheting on this side of the chain all the way to the end, around, and then crochet back on the other side. So what we will do is we will skip the first loop, so we won't crochet in this one. Instead, we're going to go down in the second loop. We pick up the yarn, pull through. We temporarily now have 2 rows over the crochet hook. Pick up the yarn again, pull through both. That was our first stitch. Again, it's time to go down in the next stitch. Pick up the yarn, pick it up again, and pull through both. This is probably going to feel a bit tricky at first since we have 2 threads acting as one. There's going to feel like there's a lot of threads, but just take it slow, be patient, and I'm sure you will pick it up very soon. I will meet you at the end of the row. So keep going, making the same stitches in every single loop. Okay, so I have made 28 stitches here on the second row, and I have 1 loop left at the top. In this last loop, we are going to crochet 3 single stitches. So all 3 in the same one. I'm gonna go down, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. That's 1, 2 more. Two, last one. There we go, that's 3. So this helps us to get around and make sure that we can crochet back on the other side. Here at the end, we have the yarn tail from where we started our work. So I'm just gonna pull the yarn tail to tighten that little hole at the end. And as I start working my way back, I'm gonna keep the yarn tail close to my work, and it will magically be hidden here under this row. So as I start my journey back, I find the first stitch, I go under, keep the yarn tail close, pick up the yarn, I come back up, and I pull through both. I find my next stitch, go under, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick it up again, and pull through both. So see, here I've made a little turn and I'm starting to work my way back. I'll show one more here. Down, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, and pull through both. So keep working your way back all the way to where you started. Leave one loop empty and I'll show you what you're going to do when we get there. So I'm at the end of the second row. I'm at the end of the second row and I have one stitch left. So in this stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochets. Down, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. Down, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. And here we have the base for our bag. So what we're going to do next is that we're going to start making the sides of the bag. And it's very simple. We're just going to make single crochets all around this base until we're happy with the height of the bag. So starting the third row, I find my first stitch, I go down, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. I find my next stitch, go down, pick up the yarn, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. So continue crocheting all around the bottom of the bag. You can make as many rows as you like to define the height of your bag. I'm going to make a couple of rows and I will see you again in a bit. So my bag is almost finished. I'm happy with the height. I've made 21 rows. And once you've made as many rows that you're happy with and you found the perfect height for your bag, make sure that you end on the side of your bag because we are going to start making the strap for your bag. So to start the strap, we're going to make single loops from here. You're going to make as many as you like for your shoulder strap. And once you're happy with the length of the strap, we're going to attach it to the other side of the bag. So just like when we started making the chain, we are going to go under, pick up the yarn, pull through. Go under, pick up the yarn, pull through. Just like this, creating a beautiful two-tone strap. And there we go. I've made 60 loops and now I'm happy with the length of my strap. So we're going to attach it. It's important here that you make sure that your chain is flat, that it hasn't twisted anywhere along the way. So I'm just using my fingers to straighten it out. There we go. And then I'm going to find the opposite stitch from where I started so that the strap attaches in the same way. I'm going to do this one. I take my chain. I've got a lot of threads to keep track of. I go down. I pick up the yarn on the other side, pull through, pick up the yarn again, and pull through both. It's a little bit tricky there. So now my strap is attached. I'm going to do one more stitch right next to it. Down, pick up the yarn, pick it up again, pull through. And from here, I'm going to start crocheting my way back to make the strap thicker. So the strap is going to be 2 rows. Here you can see I've made 2 stitches here on the side. And now I'm going to start crocheting my way back. So the chain is like this. I come from here, I go under, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick it up again, pull through both. So as you go, make sure that you keep the chain in the proper direction. next stitch, go under, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. So keep going like this all the way back along your strap, and I will meet you on the other side. Okay, so I'm approaching the end of my strap. I have one more stitch to make. And from here, again, making sure that your strap is flat the way you want it to be, so you're attaching it the right way. I'm gonna flip my work so you see better. I'm going to go down in the stitch right next to the one where I started. Pick up the yarn, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. And just to be really secure, I'm gonna make one more stitch. Down in the next one, pick up the yarn, pull through, pick up the yarn again, pull through both. And now it's time to cut our tail. Ready? So I like to fasten the tail by going into the next stitch, picking up the tail, pulling it through, so I end up on the back side. It looks quite nice from the outside as well. And then I simply attach the tail. This is quite difficult to show, by finding an appropriate stitch, going through, picking up the yarn, like that, pull it through. So I go down a little bit more before I make a knot. Find another stitch, pick up the yarn, I pull it quite tightly since this stitch is very tight, pull through, and here I'm just gonna tie a simple knot to fasten the tail. Pull it tight, and you can cut the yarn tail even shorter if you like. And there you have it, your beautiful bag is done. I hope you enjoyed making this together and that you're happy with the result. Please tag us in your pictures on social media so we can see what you make. Thank you so much for watching.